There you are.
Hello. Welcome to the front of our house, also known as our front garden. We live in a little row house here in Freiesche. It's over 100 years old. Very happy about it, but it's facing a busy street. So while we don't have so much visual interest here in front of our house as far as garden space, what we do have are window boxes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! And it is time to get them full of spring flowers like you can see here. We've had these window boxes for, well, ever since we moved in, so since 2018, right, Lars?
That's right, yeah.
It was one of the first things that we did, even before we tackled anything with the back garden. We bought these. Our neighbor, who's a great brick mason, actually helped us install them. So we have one more left to do. We have all three done here. We have one more, and that's what we want to show you today, how we set up the window box. So you can see it's just this metal frame hanging.
Beautiful metal frame.
Beautiful metal frame, exactly. We use coconut liners. Now, the reason why we use coconut liners, great for drainage. So everybody knows that. The problem is it's super duper great for drainage. And this part of our house, the sun is going to start setting over there. And as the summer comes, the sun gets really high and these get pounded with sunshine. What we found out our very first year was we were out here having to water every single day. And last year we had that really dry summer. So if you're not careful, great drainage just means you're busy watering all the time. So what we started doing was using plastic. This is just a normal trash bag that we've taken. We've put some holes in it for drainage, and that's what we use. So we use the coconut liner because it's pretty. Inside of here, we're going to put this plastic liner with holes in it. And what that's going to do is it's going to help the soil stay a lot more moist and wet. And that way we only have to water, what would you say, once a week, every 4 to 5 days?
That's right, yeah.
So this is one of the biggest tips that we can offer you if you're working with window boxes, even with hanging baskets. This coconut, while it's great for drainage, you're just going to end up spending way too much on actual water. So
and we're going to make a bunch of holes also here in the bottom, though. So.
Yeah, you're 100%.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to put some holes in here. I want holes in the bottom of the plastic and on the side before we add our soil. So, shall we get to doing that?
Let's get started.
Let's do it. So I'm making holes. I'm using a great kindergarten technique by folding the plastic in 1,000 different ways and then just making slits. We want them on the top, the bottom, all around the plastic. Okay. So you hear some cars driving by. It's Friday after work. Everybody's headed home.
And we can't put like something up so we like, that we cross the street.
So now you can see, if you could come in here, Lars, I'll show what's going on in the bottom. Now you can see that this plastic has lots of drainage holes, and that's going to be
that's good.
What keeps the roots from rotting. Now, we have ordered this. You are stepping on our flowers.
Sorry.
We ordered this coconut liner perfectly to fit, so that's really great. We have in the past, this year we ordered these, we have in the past actually cut them ourselves. So we just bought a roll of coconut liner and we cut them ourselves. We bought these from a local gardening center in Copenhagen, so not so local, about 2 hours away.
I love this.
Yeah. But so any chance you get, if I could just say, any chance you get to support a local gardening center, do that. The big box department stores don't need us. The local department stores do. I'm guessing that the coconuts did not come from Denmark.
Wow, you're really trying to sell the local places, right?
Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to get this in. We're going to have to pause the camera for just a minute so we can get some soil in here, and then we'll start back up again.
Okay.
It's a real team effort here.
Right.
One of us is holding the plastic. Well,
it's not a one-man job.
Us, let's be honest. I'm holding the plastic and Lars is putting the dirt. If some dirt gets back here behind the plastic, it doesn't matter. That's what the coconut liner is for. And we're using just normal old potting soil. Nothing special going in here. Okay, so we've got the soil in. Now, we don't want the plastic to hang out of the window box. So I'm just going to, I was going to say gently cut, but let's be honest, I'm not gently cutting. I'm going to remove the plastic before we add our flowers.
You're doing a good job.
Oh, thanks, Lars, you're so good. Then we'll top it off with a little more soil to hide the very top of the plastic. there. Bloop. Now it's time for the fun part, actually putting the plants in. We've chosen some beautiful spring flowers, as you can see. The reason why we chose these is because they can take this cold weather that is making me shiver. So if you see the plant shaking, it's just because it's really cold. It's the beginning of March, or mid-March actually.
Or your red nose maybe now.
Thanks.
Do
I'm
the
like
trick.
Rudolph now. I can lead a sleigh. But yeah, these guys can really take the cold. We'll take them out when it starts to warm up and put in some nice summer. We really want like some petunias and things that are quite droopy and hanging out of the basket. So we have bellis here.
Can we go closer? Yeah.
Super pretty.
Pretty, right?
We have violas, we have some in purple and some in yellow. Primula, which are really nice. And look at that, just full of blooms. This is a non-stop flowering plant. Just keep popping off those when they're spent. We have narcissa, sassafraga. Look how pretty that is. Look at that delicate little white flower. We have some muscari here. And then we're going to have two ivy. As you can see over here, we have a green, and then we have this yellowish kind as well. We'll have those on the side. And these ivy, actually I have them here for this one. These ivy we've had since 2018. We replace the soil every year. Another thing, the birds love to come by and pick at this coconut. So we have to replace the liners every year. When we do that, when we are replacing the soil, we take these out, we divide them, we trim up the roots a little bit, and put the ivy back in.
What is important to say is also the first year we had the mint in, and that did really bad. That made a lot of holes because they got a lot of undergrown roots, so it really destroyed this.
It was beautiful though, and the reason why we had mint, because we live inside here. This is our living room, and our kitchen's on the other side, or dining room. So we had this mint, and we would open the windows in the summer, and you could smell the mint, and it was really nice and tactile. But yeah, the roots of that mint just ruined the liners. So these plants are going to go in now.
And another thing is,
ahead.
like these ones, we don't just toss them after we've used them. You said for summer we're going to put other things in. We're going to reuse it, put it out in the garden, and then use it again next spring.
And since we're speaking about locally found goodies, these violas are born and raised here in Denmark.
Look at that. Ta-da. The Danish flag.
So is the narcissa. This was also born and raised here. Bridal crown, also born and raised right here in Denmark. So let's get these planted in, and then we'll show you what that looks like. So we're also adding to the Windowbox this brunnera, and you can see it's already about to come into flower. So we have this perennial that'll keep coming back year after year. And then here are these other spring flowers that we're working with. And this one, for example, we have 4 window boxes, so we just bought 2 of him, and then we ripped it in half as a way to get more. So if you have window boxes, if you're planning up your containers, you can easily buy 1 plant and then divide it. And that way you get a little bit more. How's it going up here, Lars?
Going pretty well with the
Ivy's going
ivy.
in.
Yes.
Looking good.
Thank you.
So there we go. All 4 window boxes are planted in, at least for the spring. We'll be sure to change them out and bring you along for that. Thank you so much. Thank you to Lars for doing all the work. I was just capturing ambiance.
You did. It was team effort.
You're sweet. I held the plastic, but people are used to me not really doing so much.
No. Look at this.
It's gonna be really, really nice. We'll add some water, and here's the weather warms up.
You look so cold.
I'm freezing, so let's get inside. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you plant in your window boxes if you plant anything, and let us know what you think about the plastic. If you have any questions, ask us. We've been doing this, especially in window boxes, for 4 or 5 years now, with the plastic. Big, huge success with it, big fans. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Otherwise, thanks so much.
Okay. Tack for i dag.